Howdy, guys. Yeah, I'm just busting them out. Still ahead. I don't want to jinx myself or uh, let's see if I get sick again. Remember, I got sick last Halloween, so maybe I'll get sick and miss the last day. But on to another Shudder movie, one that I actually liked, Tomie from 1998. Now, I'm not too well. I know the movies. Junji Ito, do you know him? It's crazy that I see there's this guy at my work. He likes Tommy, and then I've seen people like young people at the grocery store. Just well, maybe like this guy at my work and like two other people wearing a Tommy shirt. And on Instagram, I just saw a girl wearing a Tommy shirt. But that to me that said like that says it's popular because if I saw like three people with Demolition Hammer T-shirts, I'll be wow. That's got some Demolition Hammer fans. I've never seen anyone wear Demolition Hammer shirt like out in the open. And early 2000s Blockbuster, I rented Tomie Rebirth. Well, actually, I thought it was Rebirth, but I watched because I recorded. I used to rent stuff and record just everything, no matter how good or bad it was, or how bad it was. And I recorded this Tomie, and I should show you, but I wrote Tomie Rebirth, and I hadn't watched it in Jesus maybe 20 years. It still works, and I put it in, and it's Tomie Replay, and I remember liking it. I don't remember anything about it, but I do remember it had like a gave me an Evil Deadish vibe a little bit. So Tomie is on Shudder, and I just ignored it. And finally, I was reading reviews, and a lot of people were like, "It's kind of boring. It's good, but not as good as the manga." The people were all pretty slow, but it's weird. Just a weird movie. They said it's a movie like you can put on and go to sleep to. So I was like, I kind of like there's movies I have like that. Off the top of my head, Shockwaves and Swamp Swamp of the Ravens, I think. And then, well, Shockwaves is really good. Swamp of the Ravens, I've never actually paid attention to, but I just like the feel of it. Is Tommy like that? I guess it is very dreamlike, and the music in the beginning is just weird, and it's got some weird vocal effect, and they actually sing talking in English. It just gives off a weird vibe. Okay, so Tommy is from 1998, directed by Ataru Oikawa, with Miho Kano as Tommy and Mami Nakamura as Kiko. So Kiko is just a young, I don't know if she's high school, I'm assuming college. She had like a terrible traumatic accident that she doesn't remember. She's going to therapy to try to uncover what it was. Her mother says it was a car accident. She has some like frenemies. She has a boyfriend. She's into photography. She has her own place. And then you see this. Well, she's going home, and her landlord's like, "I have a new tenant downstairs. I think he said don't talk to him and leave him alone." I think she was saying, don't bother him. So you go to this guy, her downstairs tenant. He has an eye patch on, not like a black one, but like more like a bandage. And he has a box or bag, and there's a head in it, and it's Tomie, and he's feeding her stuff, and then like a roach runs into it, and she eats the roach, but then she vomits it back up. You don't see like her chewing on it or her face or anything. You just see the box or bag or basket he has her in. Kind of reminded me of Basket Case. And she just vomits up this white oatmeal looking stuff. And then the guy like really gets a kick out. He starts laughing. He's feeding her stuff. And then like Tomie starts to grow from the head. She's like a little girl, but she just gradually gets bigger. She grows to a woman pretty quickly, and this guy is just in love with her. He just worships. He's just obsessed with her. He's like begging her not to leave him. You never see Tomie's face at first. You just see from behind, and she's got long hair. She's very thin, pale, and it's just, like The Ring. Well, not as pale as The Ring or Juan, but very close. And I was like, man, what does her face look like? So the doctor that's helping Kiko, she gets a visit from a detective who's looking for Tomie. Like, there were murders in a high school, and they murdered Tomie, but they never found her body. Basically, Tomie is, I don't know what she is. I was talking to the guy at work. I was like, 'cause he read the manga, and he's like, I was like, what is she? And he's like, I don't know. Because you can kill her, but she comes back. She's not a zombie. She's not a demon. Just whatever she is, she just always comes back and, I guess, seeks revenge. And I guess what Kiko doesn't remember is that I guess Kiko kind of picked on Tomie in high school. And then she doesn't remember, but then you see, like, some guy was killing Tomie and, like, sawed her head off in front of Kiko. And that was pretty cool. And it's just all dark. You see the girl Kiko, like, laying there, and you see Tomie's headless body, and then it kind of jerks a little, and it starts to move. And right when it starts to move, it cuts to something different. So this is just it is a weird movie. A little gore. But yeah, this is just way more atmospheric and the vibe of a horror movie. It has that flat, almost colorless look that I associate with Japanese horror from late 90s, early 2000s, and it's set in 1998. They have cell phones, and I was asking people at work, I was like, when did you get a cell phone? Other people that are older, I was like, I don't remember cell phones from like late 90s. Like, I didn't get a cell phone until like 2013. And if my mom hadn't given me one, I guess I would have gotten one by now, but I had no need for a phone. Like in 2013, it's weird, like how prevalent, like how they're just part of you now. But they had them in Japan, but I mean, they get every technology before anybody else. I remember that when I worked at this Chinese restaurant, this guy, he was like into horror movies and comics and like anime and manga, and we were just talking, and he's like, I bet like Japan has Transformers that they just don't show anybody. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a Decepticon that turned into a robot. Anyway, back to Tomie. Yeah, just weird, but I did like it, even though it's very slow. There's some weird. You never see Tomie actually kill anyone, but you see some weird deaths. Like one dude is like hanging out on his back. He's hanging out a window, and there's an umbrella like shoved in his mouth out the back. It's not super bloody, but weird image. A couple other a lot of aftermath, which I didn't mind. And in the end, is Tomie gets Kiko, and just, I don't know what, she's like kind of getting mad at her for the way she treated her, but it seems like she kind of loves Kiko. And then Kiko's boyfriend comes in, and then it just has a pretty bizarre ending. And the very ending, like, what the hell? But yeah, this is one that I like I said, The Ring, Juan, Pulse. I want to say I've seen One Missed Call. I don't remember it. Hiroko the Goblin, and as I was watching Tomie, I was like, man, the Japanese put out a lot of weird horror movies, good ones. I don't know about now. I really haven't seen anything current. I wish, can find out what's the best Japanese horror movie of 2025 or the last 5 years. But Tomie, I'll give it a solid 3, just because it is so weird and off kilter. You know, you might not like it, but if you want something that's just, I would like to hear a dub version. There's not much, really, there's not much talking. And they really don't make much sense of what they're talking about, because I mean, Tomie and the dialogue isn't important to what's going on. You just know Tomie is just some weird entity that comes back from the dead. And yeah, you see a decapitated body, and it looks real, and it's spooky, scary, weird. So if you have Shudder, or I don't know where you can find Tomie, there's a bunch of these movies too. And I put on Tomie Replay. It was really late, and like I said, I was real bloated, trying to catch a buzz, but it was late, and I just stopped paying attention. So I might watch it again. Like if there was a Tomie box set, I might buy it. So if you've seen any of the Tomie movies, leave a comment what you think, or if you know Junji Ito. Like I asked my friend at work, I was like, "Can you bring your book? I don't want to borrow it or anything. I just want to flip through it." Because he has a sweatshirt, a hoodie, where like there's two faces. It looks like they're ripping apart. One's like a normal, the other one's all messed up. And he did Uzumaki. I don't know what else he's done. And he was showing me pictures of Tomie from the manga, and the girl they got to play Tomie in the movie kind of looks like the manga. I was like, wow. And she has, I guess all mangas in black and white. Tomie has like orange eyes, but then they turn black. And she was really creepy, the girl. Like, man. So Tomie, a good one. I'm glad I watched it. One I've never seen. I got some bad ones in store for you. Oh man, I gotta consult some people about some things. So, let's keep forging ahead. We're early on Halloween time. Got that werewolf sighting. See what else, and I'll see you on the next one.